It's Ty, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the Super Click It game, which was made by MGA. And if I get any messages, sorry about that, but I think the messages are done coming through, but earlier there sure was a heck of a lot. So, the Super Click It was made in 2000 by MGA Entertainment. There are two versions of the Super Click It. Well, supposedly, the Super Click It was made in a green color and a blue color. This is the blue one, but the green one said Bonk It, and the blue one said Super Click It in the middle. It played exactly the same, but there are some that say like Crack It in the middle. There are some with like an oval Squish It. So yeah, it has a Twist It, a Zip It. So the Twist It is like a knob. My first Super Click It had a Twist It that said Mix It. My Zip It, it has a Zip It, which is like a thing you move up and down. On my first Super Click It, on my first one, Dakota's Super Click It, the Zip It said Slide It. Has a Squish It, which is like a little squishy button that activates so sensitively. On Dakota's it said Push It. There's a Blast It, which is a fan you're blowing to that doesn't like to work in sunlight. And then it has a Crack It, which is like a big flick in. On Dakota's it said Flick It. So it has one player, and when you hear one player, it's one player. When you hear two player, it's two player. And the Zip It's a little loose on mine, but yeah. When you hear one player and then Squish It means one player Vox Bop.
One player.
When you hear that, it means one player Beat Bop.
Two player. Squish It.
Two player Vox Bop.
Two player. One player. Squish It.
And then you're back to that. So you Crack It to start, Squish It to go through games. Let's just
Blast It. No way. Blast It.
so you have to like sometimes even spin a little
Squish
finger.
It. Squish It. Twist It. Blast It.
And it's not like a bop it where like the command in a random order either.
Twist It.
It's like
Twist It.
always in like
Zip It.
there's specific orders that some of the commands go in, like Crack It, Twist It, and then a Blast
Crack
It.
It.
Crack It.
Crack It.
And I failed on purpose. And has a means 10 and a means 1. And the Super Click It has different victory celebrations. So yeah, and if I take off the battery door, this game takes 2 AAAs. And it has a speaker on the front, a reset button, and some batteries. So now
One player. Squish It.
I'm gonna be just playing it in all
One player.
modes. I would play it out in one player. But what's weird about the Beat Bop mode is there's no response sound. Listen. What? And if you crack it, it gives you an extra beat. But listen, there's no response sound. If you do crack it, it gives you an extra beat. It's like an extra thing. Good idea.
Sorry. One player. Squish It.
And then the 2-player games are the same, except it doesn't like give him in a random number. It just has like, it does it after 10 commands to his switch. So now I'm gonna be fiddling around with it and trying to figure out the test mode. But first, let me describe it. So it looks kind of like a flat steering wheel, and it has like a big line running down the middle. The Squish It is on the right. Then there's the speaker. Then there's the Blast It. Then on the top left, there's the Twist It. Top right, there's a Zip It. And then on the bottom, there's a Crack It. It takes up about half of the entire bottom shape. So now that I've done all that,
Two player.
the video is,
One player. Squish It.
I'm going to be fiddling around with it, trying to get the test mode. I got it to beep earlier, and then let me test the actions, and then it would play all the sounds. I've only gotten that once, twice.
No way.
So,
One player. Squish It.
so actually, first I'm just going to be
One player.
actually playing it for a long time. Like, not just, like, very brief like I was earlier, so. Let's put on the battery door.
Two player. Squish It. Two 2-player. 1-player. Squish it. Crack it. Twist it. Blast it. Blast it. Blast it. Oh no! Squish it. Crack it. Twist it. Blast it. Zip it. Blast it. Crack it. Blast it. Squish it. Squish it. Crack it. Twist it. Blast it.
So I'm in the sunlight, so the blaster doesn't want to work. If I turn it this way,
Blast it.
so it doesn't want to work.
Twist it. Blast it.
I don't know why, because it's a really sunny day. Oh, it just failed.
Blast it.
What? Didn't even give me a chance.
Blast it.
What? It keeps not giving me a chance.
Blast it. Twist it. Blast it. Blast it. Crack it. Crack it. Twist it. Blast it. Crack it. Twist it. Blast it.
Okay, now the blaster's just cheated.
Danny.
So in the meantime, I'm going to be like telling you like details about the Super Click It, and so the Super Click It was made in 2000, and then there was a Korean one that was made in 2003. So yeah, the green one's a lot more rare. So and but it's way new. Well, no, it wasn't made in 2003. It was made in 2004. Sorry. Oh, there's a cat up there. Okay. The little fan. So let me describe this thing in detail to you guys. So,
1-player. Squish it.
for you sighted people, there's a look at the back, the twist it, the zip it, squish it, blast it, crack it. Each one has print labels on it. There's the front. There's the back. So let me describe this in detail to you blind users. So it's basically an oval. So like just picture yourself holding an oval, and it's just imagine like that the only part inside the oval is a line running down the middle, and the on one edge it's solid with like a little twister thing. It kind of feels like an ear from the box heads up, and then like a little dome, oval kind of squished dome thing sticking out of the top, and then running down that line in the middle. Well, next to that line in the middle, there's 3 little handholds like that you put your hands in. And then running down that line in the middle on the left, there's the blaster, which feels like a little 4-bladed fan. And if you hold it the correct way, the part without, and it's held on by like a little line thingy. So if you hold it the correct way, the way that it even shows people holding it on the box, so the little like bar thing will be facing away from you, and the battery door will also be facing away from you. The battery door is like a circle with an X in the middle with one little screw on it, and then on the front there's a speaker, which feels just like the battery door except for with a lot of little holes that are speakers. And then there's a little squishy circle thing that's like double-sided. And then picture that other handle like on the other side except for without the twister and the other thing. But with a little break in it, and you can pull down on it, and that's to crack it. So
2-player. Squish it.
now I'm gonna tell you how, like, different ways that you can hold the Super Click It. Let me make sure I'm recording. Okay, so I've extended video time, so I'm good. If you hold there are a few ways to hold it. And so you take your fingers, you take your 4 fingers, put them on those, like in between the little slits, like on the handholds on the sides, and then you can use your thumbs to hit the command. Like you can easily just pull down and crack it, and twist it just like with your other thumb, and then squish it, zip it, and then to blast it, you just go, just blast like that. Another way to hold it is you hold it kind of like you would hold the thumb strap, like hold it on the battery door, like put one hand under the battery door, and then use your other hands to hit the command, like hold the other hand above it, go twist it, zip it, squish it, blast it, crack it. And so that's that. And then another way to hold it is just hold it like buy the handle with twist it and zip it, and then hold the handle with crack it. This way is kind of inefficient to me because like the way you have to do it is so the blast is facing up, and that just feels weird. So you just grab it like with the handle, and then if it says twist it, just twist it, zip it, squish it, crack it, blast it. That way feels kind of odd to me. And then of course you can always do those ways in reverse, like where so the battery door is facing towards you, or you could do it with the blast it facing down, but that one's way less efficient. So now I will tell you like the pros and the cons of the Super Click It. So starting with a pro is that it's really fun. A con is that it turns on so easily because the squisher is super sensitive. A pro is that, I mean, it has 4 game modes and I love the voice. A con is that the blast it doesn't always like to work. Oh yeah, and the inputs have print labels on them. So that's kind of nice.
One player. Squish it.
It is a little loud, and most Super Click It's are low pitched, but mine's high pitched. Oh wow! Didn't even realize it was that long. But anyways, so yeah, another pro is that I mean, it's just a fun game. A con is that it's really hard to find. Like guys, this took me. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 months. No, was it 9? 9 months and how many days? 3 days to find this. Well, I mean, I'd slowly been looking for it, but like I'd been looking for it occasionally, but then like I started literally searching every day and I couldn't find it. And then finally I asked my mom to look it up and she couldn't find it. And then one day she was like, I found a Super Click It on Amazon. I'm like, how much is it? $55. I'm like, dang, but I bought it. And it's all good. It's a really good, fun game. It was made by MGA Entertainment. And, so it was made by MGA Entertainment. So, I don't know why I just did that voice. But anyways, it's, another really good thing about it is that, I mean, you have, like, you know how many commands you're going to get on the Pass It games, which is nice. And it also was the first electronic game to have different victory celebrations, because on all Bop Its, it was like... And there is actually no different victory celebrations today. There isn't like varying victory celebrations like there was on the Super Click It. I believe the Super Click It's the only electronic game with like different victory celebrations. So that's really good. A con of it is that sometimes your zip it gets really loose and then you can like take it off. Like, see mine, I can almost take off my zip it. So I'm hoping to get another Super Click It, but I don't know where the heck I'm gonna get that. I found one on eBay for a bargain of $5.61, but it didn't ship to the US, and also Bop It Freak got it before me, even though he doesn't live in the UK. One of his relatives in the UK bought it for him, so. And sent it to him. Oh, crap. Well, extended time. That's what's nice about it. And so the print kind of comes off the labels easily, because my sister was like, which one's twisted? Is it the one that says TWITIT? I'm like, that says twist. And she's like, no, it doesn't. The S is off, but I don't know. And so the print kind of comes off amazingly, so, I guess. And it's kind of hard to find. And it's little brother.
One player. Squish it.
It's older little brother. The reason I say older little brother is because it's smaller, but it's older, is the Click It, which I'll do a review of in my next video. And, so I'll do a review of that one in my next video. But overall, it's a great game. It's just, oh yeah, and also, the Super Click It kind of rusts easily. Like, that's why Dakota doesn't have his Super Click It anymore, because it got rusted, and he opened up the battery door, and he's like, it was his first time ever opening the battery door, because he'd only had it about 7 months, I think. And then he was like, tie the battery door on, this thing's weird. I'm like, what? And then I felt, I'm like, ooh, your Super Click It is, because it wouldn't turn on, so he thought it was low batteries, and it had been showing Sam the battery symptoms, and there was like a layer of rust, and the batteries had all like the paper had come off the batteries, and it was just a mess. It was just a wreck, and so yeah, that was interesting. And also Sam's Super Click It had like Sam Locks. He had to get a new one recently because his got like dirt inside the battery door, which I don't even know how that is possible because I don't take my electronic games outside. But speaking of outside, it's raining like heck right now. It is like but it is a very fun game. I don't know why they made an original one and then they made another version, a green one, 4 years later. I don't even know why they did that, but it's kind of just odd. But hey, it's still cool. And so I guess that about wraps it up for the Super Click It review.